Welcome everybody to OTECH Pro's weekly webinar, which is held every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are glad you're here and we hope to provide you with value. Our motto is keeping it simple, and that is what we will do today. We have here today Vincent Ete, Collins Mana, and Oliver Fonte. They are our OTECH Pros. And we have our contributors, Marty DeGarmo, and Tony Monk. Glad to have you all here today. Our topic today is on passive, the internet. I just lost my thought. The internet shakeup. The internet shakeup. So, what is that? You're going to find out very shortly as we present this topic. And remember, we're going to be taking questions and comments from you, the participants. You place them into the Q&A. So keep in mind what you want to ask us and what you want to say as you hear our presenters speak. So we're going to begin today with Collins Mana.
Thank you, Lynn. Just want to greet everyone here, Tony Monk, Marty DeGarmo, Vincent, and my brother Oliver. Unfortunately, Bob is not here with us today because of a pressing issue. So we are glad to be here today, and we want to greet all the participants and those who are watching online as well. We are here to serve you. So my name is Collins Mana, and I'm your friend. Today we'll be talking about unpassive, the internet shakeup. Why the internet shakeup? Why do we think and why are we so sure that unpassive will shake up the internet? It is because of what we have seen. It is because of what we have heard. We've seen the journey, from inception right up to fruition, where we are now. And we believe, because of the disruptiveness of the program and the functionality that are there, as compared to what is already in the market. Remember, our CEO said, what we are using now, there is really no change because all what we are building is already there in the market, but we've taken it to another level, And based on my opinion, unpassive is set to create the biggest change on the internet space mankind have ever seen. It is set to create the biggest change. That is a shakeup, the biggest change mankind have ever seen. And thanks to our CEO, humble CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, and the tech team who are working tirelessly, to ensure that what the software is designed for will deliver, not only to the founders, but to the whole universe, So unpassive, we create a platform for creativity and inspiration for generation to come. The platform that we are about to unleash, whether you want to be creative, unpassive is there for you. Whether you want to inspire others, unpassive is there for you. It is there to provide businesses with solution to their needed problem. Whatever is there, unpassive is for major companies, minor companies, even for free people like you and I. There is every need for everyone to be in unpassive. Whether you are coming in for the money or you're coming in to use the software, there is no way you will stay without using unpassive, because it's like a more for everyone. It will create that platform where everyone will find something in unpassive. It is so massive and most of the functionality are disruptive. When it will come out to the web, people will love it. For instance, let's take a look at some of the products. We're talking about OPA. How will OPA change? When we are using some of the products today, we're talking about WhatsApp, we're talking about Telegram, we're talking about all of that. The disruptiveness of OPA will shake up the internet in less developed countries, especially like, let me say, Africa. And I remember Mike Ellis said yesterday that not only the internet, the global space, because we have both physical and digital products, it will shake up the global space. Whatever you want, you will find it. We're talking about our market space, O-commerce and O-mart. Who will not come to O-mart? Who will not come to O-commerce? because we talk about the traffic, the number of traffic, because we know our CEO, he is a master of technology and a guru in marketing. These two are alike. You can develop the best software, but if you don't have anybody to market it, you are dead. Nobody will even see the visibility. We're talking about old domain, website, hosting. It's like you have a house without a foundation. Who will not come there? And the price point is also, we are talking about, lot and lot, ONET, which is also a social media application. Lot of people will come because the number of traffic. I look at Opal, like Yahoo. We're talking about Omail, Yahoo, the price point, the value of Yahoo Mail is 7.4 billion US dollars. That is one of our products, Omail. So imagine if Omail can take market share of total of Yahoo, Google, Outlook, AOL, all of that. Omail is coming to be a big player into that domain. We're talking about own social media application. Look at what Facebook is making. There no comparison with ONET. No comparison. You cannot compare that because of the disruptive functionality which is in ONET. We have seen some of them. Those who are founders, they have seen it because it is coming like a shockwave that will flip the planet, in another way. So what is coming is so crazy, so crazy. Let's look at Obless. A lot of companies will come for Obless. These are most of our free products. Everything contributor is a crowdfunding application. Blessing, that is the flagship, as my brother Bob said, flagship of OnPassive. I always call it the crown of OnPassive because OnPassive was built to bless others. It's not about the money that we can make, it's how much we can bless people. Because it said, blessed is the hands that give it, that the hands that take it. To those who gives, more reward will come. And this is where OnPassive stand. The company was built to bless, bless the founder. So when they bless you abundantly, you'll be able to bless others abundantly. This is all blessed. Lot of company will come, not like other crowdfunding where they will make you, they tell you, oh, we are blessing, but they are taking lot and lot out of what you are contributing. But we are talking about a product that will give 100% of what is contributed to the cause that was designed to give. That's all blessed. So there are a lot of products that you will see, and it is so fluid in the functionality, so easy to use. We're talking about the whole product put in one place with a single sign-on, where you don't need to worry about what you want to do because it's all automated, integrated, it's all done for you, where it's hand-free. We will never want to come to OnPassive. I think only a mad person will say OnPassive is not good. Only a mad person will say, no, I don't like value. I don't want to make money. I don't want, easy. I don't want to make my life easy. Those are the people who say, no, I don't want OnPassive. Those who like difficult life. But we are talking about disruptive functionality that will flip the planet upside down. We're talking about OnPassive. So Lynn, I will leave it there and I will not take too much time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Collins. That was awesome. And now we take it to Vincenette.
Thank you, Auntie Lynn. And hello, Brother Tony. I can see you. And thank you, Brother Collins, for this wonderful presentation. Also, hello to Brother Oliver, and hello to Brother Marty, and also hello to all the participants, everyone watching us from this webinar or even from YouTube. Hello to all of you. So today, our topic is shake up the internet space. So OnPassive, like I said yesterday, OnPassive going to shake up the internet space. Wherever you are, whenever you are, you hear from OnPassive, because OnPassive have wonderful and beautiful products outside there, which is going to shake up the internet product. So today I'm going to talk about two of our products. We have a lot of products. I know my brother Colin said mentioned few products already, OBS, and so there are many. We have a lot of products, and my brother Oliver also will also talk about different products as well. So today I will talk about ODesk and also OTracker. So first of all, I would like to explain to people what is ODesk. So ODesk is a customer relationship management tool that functions as a centralized database that records, analyze, and store customer contact and also customer level information. So now that's also another question to say, why do I need ODesk for my business? So you need ODesk for your business for reason that ODesk can track customer information, and also ODesk can interact and to assist in lead generation, also self-forecasting, and create code and processing orders. So I know for every single business, we need those. So that's why we create ODesk for this, for the customer use, because customer need this for their use. So I'll also ask, how is ODesk different from other CRM tool in the market at the moment? What's the difference between our tool and then the other tools? So because first of all, our tool offering 360 degree service, so to every facet of customer relationship. And then ODesk is also powered by the latest artificial intelligence system. So artificial intelligence system is the best option for any business to deploy right now. So I will also ask a question to say, how many different types of hosting is powered by ODesk? So ODesk, first of all, ODesk offering ODesk offering cloud service, cloud hosting. So even though we have a cloud hosting available, we also have a on-premise service available for ODesk as well. So we have on-premise hosting as well. And then on the cloud hosting, customer can access the system everywhere they want, wherever they need. The system could be accessed. So in cloud hosting, we have option to do that as well. And then we have on-premise, ODesk can be accessed through a VPN if you deploy on the premises. So we have a security system deployed by VPN. So VPN, and then that VPN, we have also our own VPN, which is OVirtual. OVirtual can boost the internet connection for our customer as well. And then once you're trying to connect to our system. So ODesk is also ideally for option for small and medium and even big size enterprise. So ODesk is also a product where we can customize the ODesk platform, allowing every system to span or maybe to create its own size for the product. And then ODesk comes also with an integrated payment gateway system. So this payment gateway system is allowed also to multi third-party system. So if you have a third-party system, that our gateway system also can allow you to deploy this system. So this is the ODesk. I will talk also for OTracker. So OTracker is a fast and also free and accurate way to find maybe the IP address of customers. So ODesk is also good for trackers to module to detect countries, to detect also language, time zone, also accurate by tracking the IP address. So the tracker allows you to set up a regulation on the specific countries. And also the tool also enable marketers to track of visitors from different countries. Like if you got any visitors from different countries, the tools also can allow that. And then the tool have a dashboard. So the dashboard offer also values inside to the users. So the product has several advantages, which are I'm going to talk about the features of the product. So the product have a visitors statistic report. The product OTracker have a predict analysis. OTracker also generates user heat map. OTracker use conversion map. OTracker use a sequential version fencing, and then accurate geolocation, and then user demographic report, and identify and click fraud. So this is all the advantages, or maybe several advantages come with the product, the dashboard of the OTECH. And then it's not only that, OTECH has benefits. I'm going to talk also the benefits of OTECH. So OTECH is also lead the generation, is a date flexibility. OTECH is a customer service, marketing campaign, and then competition about the movement. And the OTECH has a high return of investment. So this is a great product. And then OTECH, we can use the IP address to locate people, geolocalization. And then is also have so many advantages and a lot of benefits that we can also use it to track to track the criminals also. So it adds a lot for our internet service today, because you can use it to track those guys sitting to the internet to try to be criminals to others, internet users. So the OTECH is the best tool, and then that's the tool for the modern internet today. So Angeline, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We're going to now proceed to Oliver Fonte, followed by Tony Monk, and then we will be taking your questions and comments. So again, to remind you, place your questions and comments into the Q&A section of our webinar, and we will be selecting. You need to stay on the topic, and the topic today is on passive, the internet shakeup. You may proceed now, Oliver Fonte.
Yeah, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are. I want to thank Lynn, the mother of OTECH Pros, Tony Monk, my brother, that we've been working together for the past years. Say thank you for being here with us to contribute their contribution. And for my two brothers that have spoken, Collins, good job. Vincent, you guys nail it and you rock. I also want to thank all the audience, the followers that are here today with us, that in fact, this is an educative webinar that to make our fellow founders to understand the technicality, the technology, and where we are with our technology today, and to compare it with the others in the field, with the other tech companies in the field, in the market. My name is Oliver Fonte. I am your friend. Coming here today to talk about the internet shakeup. OnPassive is already shaking the internet space. Yes, we are shaking the internet space. And if you look at, just look, my brother Bob talked about Catmo yesterday. What do you want to talk? All our products are embedded with AI, automation, 100%, integration. No company in the market, they do have all those. They have, most of them, they have AI, but they are patching, not from scratch. Like we are from scratch, from foundation. We have that template. They don't. That's already an internet shakeup. When you look at when you look at OnPassive structure, the way Ash has designed OnPassive, 1.4 million domain account, 1.4 million domain account. No company has ever done that. When you go to onpassive.com, they will route you to one of us, the 1.4 millions. And your domain account comes with your website. Your website has all the products running on it, bringing you customers. Customers come to your website. That's the traffic. We call traffic customers. We should understand those terms. Traffic is customers that comes to your domain, comes to your website. Website is dynamic, changing. Never heard of, has never happened. Most companies, they have but one website. It runs, maybe they want to change it, maybe after 3, 4, 5 years, and they'll just change by the color. But we have a website that is running 24/7 and changes every day. Attracting customer, branding, they're branding us, bringing customers traffic to our site. and we sit while you relax, you make the money. That is the internet shakeup we are talking about. Look what happened on the 3rd of March, that when we were with the CEO in Boston. Look at what happened in Dubai, Burj Khalifa, the Burj Khalifa building. All the display, the advert that was going on, the marketing that was going on in the mall, all the malls in Dubai, even in the movie theater. That is the internet shakeup. You know, that is the internet shakeup. This is to tell you that something big is coming. That is the internet shakeup we are talking about. And when you want to talk about unpassive, the products, you can talk about unpassive without talking. Is the products. We do have the products. And our products are not normal. They are products that are in the market. Some of them are in the market, or most of them, or all of them are in the market. But what makes that different between unpassive products and the other products? AI embedded from scratch, automation, integration. All companies today want to be all automated, all their process, their technology to be automated. They don't want manual anymore. Even cars in the United States, at least 90% of the cars in the US or some Canada, they are automated. No manual. Nobody wants manual anymore. You just want to sit and do that. They should automate everything for you. And when we took it to the next level by embedded AI, artificial intelligence, into all the products. And our products are coming out as above market value. Our CEO has concentrated to make sure that unpassive will deliver to the market, to the customers, and respect the customer, give them the customers the best of the products. That is customer service. That is what we are talking about, the internet shakeup. He came to Madi Digamo's live for about 35 minutes and he talked. 5 billion users will use unpassive product, you like it or not. That is true. Collins has been saying this since last year. That no matter what, everybody will use unpassive products. Why? Because we have the best in the market. We have the best. Look at our marketing. Look at the way unpassive is branding. Unpassive is branding, but we, the founders, not the company, the founders. The unpassive is branding the founders, you know. So I want to say this, I want to take this advantage to also say we should be patient. There are a lot of moving parts. We might see that it's easy. The CEO can come today and say something. Tomorrow he goes and get a meeting with the tech guys or with the other analysts around. Everything will change. The dynamic will change because this is something that has never happened. Unpassive is a machine, a bulldozer that has never happened. That has never happened. There's a lot of moving parts. So when he comes and says something, know what he has said stands. It still stands. What he comes to give to us, updates. Updates. We should understand that, please. We should know that it's updates. All what he has said before stands. But just updates that he'll come to add. He's talking the cool. He's coming to add more. So let me go into two products. My brother Vincent and Collins, they've mentioned some of them. Let me start with OTECH. OTECH comes with a lot of disruptive features. Everything you want to think about OTECH, about human resource, is in OTECH. All the human resource managers will be happy to use our OTECH because everything is automated. Not only that, you have in human resource department where I work and where I've been working for my life for more than 24 years, you have different products. You have different software. Appraisers are different. Attenders is different. So You can see how OnPassive has come now. Ash Mufara, our CEO, they've worked so hard that they've put everything together. Not only putting everything together, they are all automated, easy to use. Easy to use, productivity, bam, perfect. Revenue will increase to bring in more revenue. Time to have all those HR department employees and their manager, they'll have a lot of time. The company is going to make more money, and that more money, they'll share it, give bonuses to employees, pay raise to employees, and they'll just do one single sign-on. They're in all everything in all staff. And all staff also comes with what? When you go to attendance, you see biometric, never heard of. Face recognition, never heard of in any HR product. No employee is going to cheat the company. Because when you have to sit on your desk and work, even you work from home, you have to deliver. When you do 2 hours and leave and you think that they'll pay you for 8 hours a day, no, because that facial recognition is there also. It has taken note that you are sitting and doing your job for 8 hours. If you do 20 hours, you're thinking that you've done 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week, they'll pay you for that 20 hours. And you'll be asking yourself why. So you see, it has lessened the job of human resources department. So there'll be more efficiency, productivity, more revenue. Some of us that work from home, it's going to be a big trap for us. Those that were not doing their job and just thinking that, no, now everybody has to deliver. When COVID came also, COVID made that people now started working from home. Some employees, they gave $1,000 to their employees to equip their home office, and they didn't do their job that much. They didn't deliver. But today, with all staff, human resource department, and the human resource manager, they'll be more relaxed. They'll be more relaxed. Come again. Let me talk about OConnect, one of our disruptive product. That when I look at, I've worked with Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, Zoom. The gap is like, I don't know. The first day we'll go with all these products that I'm talking of. OConnect is going to be the game changer. OConnect is going to be the game changer. That you can schedule your event, speech to text, audio video technology that is there that we are talking about. It also comes with a detailed dashboard. That detailed dashboard that you see all your events and your activities also there. And the speech to text, we are using an application called application programming interface with multilingual languages, with dual screen sharing. Tell me which of these, all of them. The technology that is also used. With our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, used fiber optic cables to connect to the servers. It will bring that brightness, the speed, the voice, the sound that is going to come with it, filters well. And again, unlimited attendees. Tell me, all from Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, Zoom, and the rest, and etc. They cannot stand with our products. That is the internet shakeup we are talking about. All those companies will run to come and get. When I watch a CNN, I know CNN, they use Cisco WebEx. When you watch CNN, you see at the upper right-hand side, Cisco WebEx. You look at the screen, it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. At times, the pictures are not clear, shut down and come back. With OnPassive, it will not happen because of AI. Because of AI, it will not happen. It will not happen. We also have the laser on top of fiber optic cable. We also have the laser on top of fiber optic cable. That the speed alone. So the internet shakeup that OnPassive is coming with, and you will never get any downtime or any failure. It will not happen because we have double power backups, double internet backup. Let me go into security. Somebody that's in the security field. Let me go into security. How will you even come? How will you even get closer to us? We have a defense, the firewalls in all the regions, multi-regions, the firewalls are there to block. How can you even, you can't even get us. You can't even penetrate it. You can't even get into our DMZ zone, the demilitarized zone. That zone is being structured only for contractors. Most companies keep that zone only for contractors, not employees. That you can do, they configure it that it goes only for contractors, because they will not allow contractors to get into the inner zone. That you cannot. Then come again. Our database is secure 100%. Never heard of. That's expensive, a lot of money. The CEO has put a lot of money to secure the whole database. You can break everything, but you will not break our database. Where that is where all the infrastructure, our products are all in there. Companies do secure columns, encrypt the columns, like your name, your social security number, all those stuff. But OnPassive, Mr. Ash Mufara took it to the next level. So you see that all these products, listen to what he told us about our data center, a capacity of 1 billion. A capacity of 1 billion. I'm sure it's going to be more than that, because now he has extended our multi-regions. He has extended our multi-regions. And take for example that if OnPassive would have still been with AWS, I bet you we would have been paying about $500,000 or $1 million when we go live. Because products like OConnect, OMail, OChat, how can you stop a customer? Because AWS, they do have what we call S3 bucket. It's like a meter that increases. The more data comes in there, it increases. And that is how AWS is going to charge you. That meter increases. But with OnPassive, who have our data center unlimited, why would customer not come to us? That is the internet shakeup we are talking about. That's the internet shakeup we are talking about. Tell me who will not come to OnPassive. Cost effective. Customer service, perfect. 200%, 300%. Perfect. We treat our customers with respect. Give them what they want at an affordable price. Best and the best, the top of the class of technology. Tell me who will not come. Tell me who will not come to OnPassive. I just want to make us to understand that we are in a better place. We should just be patient, listen to what our CEO is going to come and tell us, and don't go into any webinar with a pre-mind that you want to come and hear what you want to hear. Technology is something that they can say today that is done. It's done in the next 2 hours. Why doing the checkup, like my brother colleague said yesterday, that checkbox that they check the person that who is going to say yes. After he goes and do his due diligence again, all over again, check and say, hey, there's a gap here. We have to fix it. That product will not go live that day that they said. Not talking about OnPassive or other moving parts, payment structure, strategy, how to roll them out, the marketing campaign, the products that might be done. Yes, we have products that are already done already. The CEO told us that. We have products that are done already, ready to go to the market. But it's not going to end there. How are you going to receive your money, your wallet? The CEO they have to come out with a marketing strategy, how to roll them out to the public. So you see how those moving parts are. So please, I'm begging, we should be patient and wait. And wait. We are going to be fine. Not only fine, not only fine. On-passive, we do have a lot of moving parts. So, Anteline, thank you. Let's move for question and answer.
Thank you so much. That was really, really good. All right. So at this point, we're going to have Tony say a few words, and then we are going to take it to the participants. We're again asking for your questions and comments on the topic, which is Unpassive, the Internet Shakeup. And we have so far one question in our question and answer section. So we are welcoming more questions and comments. But in the meantime, we would like to hear from our contributor, Tony Monk.
Oh, thank you, Lynn. Wow, wow, wow. You know, I'm a man of a few words, so I'm not going to say very much here. But you know what? Oliver used to be a man of a few words, only a few words. But the reason he is speaking as much as he is now is because he's excited. If you're not excited, there's something wrong with you. It's because you're not being engaged like you should be. You know, we are so excited because we're on the leading edge of a huge IT company. We are the pioneers of this company as founding members. So we should all be grateful for what we have. You know, Oliver was talking about above market value products. Okay, we have above market value products for what the customers are going to pay when they come in. Okay, they're going to pay peanuts compared to what the products are actually worth. All right. And Ash, our CEO, the other day said that all 5 billion people that are on the internet are going to be coming to OnPassive eventually. Think about how big that is. And you and I, as founding members, are on the leading edge of this company as pioneers. We are in the less than 1%. Okay. Oliver also touched on the old staff. OStaff is huge. It's a huge platform. Do you know how many people were looking for a human resources platform last month on Google? 1.9 billion people were looking for a human resources platform on the internet. And we have it. It's called OStaff. We have the best. We have the best. We have the best products. So we're in very, very good hands. I've been on the internet, and I think I've said this before many times, and I'll say it again. I've been on the internet for 26 years, okay? I've seen it all. Nothing compares to this company. Nothing's ever existed like this before. Nothing has ever existed. In the old days, when I used to do searches to find out what people were looking for, we were talking maybe tens of thousands, maybe 1 million or 2 million. Today, we have billions of people looking for what we have on the internet, on Google. And we're going to have it all on one platform called OnPassive. And remember, when these customers come in, they have to come in through a founding member. Okay, so just realize how exciting that is. That's absolutely exciting. I'm excited. I've been excited since 2018. It wasn't as big as it is today. Today, it's humongous. It's bigger than I could possibly imagine. And you know what? Ash did say, or Marty said that Ash told them that we don't even know less than 1% of what's going on. Okay, can you imagine the other 99+%? I mean, it's just going to blow our minds. We're talking about the internet shake here. Okay, Shakeup, the internet Shakeup. We've been on the internet Shakeup since Dubai in the Burj Khalifa. Okay, we're in the shake. We're not even in the quake yet. We haven't even gone through the internet quake. When the internet quake comes, then you're really gonna feel the shock. Anyways, right back to you, Lynn. Thank you so much.
I love it. That was awesome. Right. So we take it back to our panel, and I see that we do have a few questions now in the Q&A. So we're going to begin with Atayem Alfred, who is from Cameroon. He says, may we from Cameroon and many others in similar areas of the world with weak network signals know what OnPassive will do. How OnPassive will what Unpassable will do to put us on the same footing with others in the world so that we can receive communication without hitches. So we can take it from any one of the panel to answer that, please.
Yeah, let me start. Maybe my brothers they will come in. Thank you very much, my brother from Cameroon. That's a good question, and we do have a solution. Opal. Opal is that product like WhatsApp. Opal is going to be integrated surely with our virtual VPN. That is going to boost up the network. If you have 2G, it's going to take you up to maybe 4 or even 5. And there will be no blink or itches in the communication, no breakups. So the communication is going to be will flow perfectly. You will listen, you hear each other without any interruption. So Opal is that magic product that we have, that Unpassable we have now. With that is been developed or created with AI embedded into it. Security end to end is been encrypted end to end. Is secured. When I say encrypted, it's secured end to end. Also like WhatsApp, but more powerful than WhatsApp because we have our own is embedded with artificial intelligence that comes with its own security. Then now we do have all virtual that's going to be on top of it, is all integrated into it. That is going to boost up the network. Maybe my brother Collins and Vincent they can also add. Thank you.
Let me add into that, brother. You well said. I know people are worried about connectivity and they want to reach their loved one. If you remember my intro, I talk about Opal. I said Opal is the magic card when it comes to less developed countries, because what we need is communication, good communication tools, because we know how expensive, call is in Africa and other parts of the world, especially the less developed country. Some of us cannot call our family member direct to get direct call. Like you dial their number direct from your phone. Within 1 second, what will happen? Your credit is gone. Your data is gone, and you have to buy and buy and buy. But we're talking about Opal, the magic card. Look at the pain that you have in WhatsApp. Think about WhatsApp. Someone, if we know the villages, you can in Cameroon, some of the place you want to call your mom in a village or your brother somewhere, you tried, and sometimes the network is so poor, so bad. We're talking about a software that is more powerful than WhatsApp, more powerful than even Skype. If people know the days of Skype, Skype was the first that came in before WhatsApp and all the rest. Telegram. Where is Skype today? Most of the Skype now is being used by major companies, not really in use. But we are talking about technology disruptive functionality, unlimited. And as Bro Oliver said, that will boost up, your internet space, where if you have 1 gigabyte, it will boost it up to 4 or 5 using all virtual. So you are in a good place. The moment you are in Unpassable ecosystem, you are fine. When you are out of Unpassable ecosystem, then you can have your internet problem or your days of connectivity. The moment you come into Unpassable, there is no issue about connectivity because Unpassable is taking care of that. They host everything. They make sure you can reach wherever you want. Whatever you are using is just like light, and that's what I just wanted to add. My brother, you are fine.
I just wanted to add to that, Lynn, to the question. It was a good question. By the way, brothers, thank you so much for having me on again. I appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. Vincent, Oliver, Collins. Vincent and Collins and Oliver just stated it perfectly, and they went right into details. But what I wanted to say is that, remember, one of the reasons that Unpassable was created was for the 98% of people who are struggling. That includes Cameroon. It includes PNG, a lot of rural places in the world. We will have the solutions for your problems, so don't worry, okay? Everything will be, like Oliver, my brother Oliver says, everything will be fine. Thank you. Back to you, Lynn. Thanks.
Thank you. Then I see also more questions coming up in the Q&A. And the next one that I'm going to select is from Niraj Dalvi in India. He says, all our products are game changers. But the question to each OTECH Pro is, what would be one single product they are eagerly looking for? I know they love all the products. And then also tell us the reason why you say this is your favorite product. So what we can do is maybe have our raise your hand so I know who's going to speak first. Which one of you OTECH pros want to take that? All right, we'll begin with Tony Monk.
Yeah, my favorite product, I mean, there's a lot, they're all great, really. I love all the products, but my favorite product, because I'm a marketer, is the old traffic. Without traffic, traffic is the bloodline of any company. You've got to have eyeballs coming to your business. And in our case, Ash, our CEO, has told us many times over that the traffic that's going to be coming in is guaranteed targeted traffic that's looking for exactly what we have. I mean, how better does it get than that? And of course, when the traffic comes in, like the customers to use the products and so on, that's what keeps the wheels rolling. And that's what makes every other product valuable as well. So that's my favorites. I mean, I have a lot of favorites. Also, Oh Bless is another one of my favorites. But traffic, I have to say traffic. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. We go now to Collins.
Yes, thank you. That's a good question. Every product in OnPassive is unique in its own right. They are all unique. You know, you cannot pinpoint which one is better than the other. I would say OnPassive is better. OnPassive a whole is just mind-blowing. But when I look at like what our brother says from there, I will tell you, like Mr. Ash always said, okay, yes, OnPassive is better, but I'll put my finger on Opal because that is where the traffic is from less developed country. Communication is the key. Communication, that is where the moment I will share it with one person in Cameroon or Ghana or Nigeria, I'm telling you, when they test it, they say the test of a pudding is when you eat that pudding. When they try and there is no hitch or glitch in using Opal, they'll be the one to share it, and that's the traffic. That is the magic card. They will spread it like Wi-Fi. That's why when we talk about the internet shakeup, this will shake up the internet. It will split it up, you know, upside down. Give it 1 year, Facebook will disappear. Or WhatsApp will disappear. We are talking about WhatsApp bought by, we're talking about Facebook. Facebook bought WhatsApp. And when we look at the market share, it's billions upon billions of dollars. I look at this somewhere. What is WhatsApp making? WhatsApp is making 50.7 billion US dollars. That's WhatsApp alone. I look at the what they are making. And we're talking about Opal coming to as a major player. It will flip up Africa, India, Papua New Guinea, because they are test. It's like you are testing for water. Opal is the magic card. And then talk about ONET, free boost. Bless will just be on top of the moon bed. OnPassive as a whole is something just crazy. And thanks to Mr. Ash for blowing up our head. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Collins. All right, we go to Vincent. And Vincent, by the way, refer to our chat on Messenger where we communicate. Okay, be sure you check that. Okay, go ahead, Vincent.
Okay, thank you, actually, for this question. Thanks, my brother Tony. Brother Tony also, everything what my brothers say are good. They are all good. So on passive, there's no bad product. All the products are good. So if you ask me to choose, it will be difficult for me to say one, but they are all good. They are all good to each other. And then sometimes they are also working together. But one product, we have to take one. Otherwise, I know they are all good. No one is less favored. They are all good and favored. So, but I can choose maybe one of our physical product or data center, because the data center is also where we have all our data, all our information system, all our network system, all the products we are talking about. They will be all hosted in that house, big house called data center. It will be also the same thing for the domain, for all the product domain, even our website, everything will be there. So this is the point. This is the big house where we have everything based on the product we have. Everything will be in that house. So if you ask me to take one, I think the house of the OnPassive it will be the data center, because the data center is the one who's going to host power. And then the data center are going to make us the best of the best company around the world. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you. Now we go to Oliver Fonte.
Yeah. Whew. Thank you guys from Vincent, Tony, my colleagues, Tony. It's confusing when you ask us that question, because unpassive products are above market value and they all have value in the market. They all companies from free products, like my brother Colin said, Opal is going to flip the whole world. Especially Africa, India. Opal WhatsApp is not in Dubai, or WhatsApp is going to be in Dubai. There's no product in unpassive that you can really put a finger on. There's none, because they are all top notch of products, and they are all products that, from a layman to companies, they are all testy. They have that test that they want to put their hands on it. We have free products. Omail.ai. Is it that you want to talk about? Everybody will want it, because nobody wants to get an email with spam. Omail.ai is spam free. So on passive, we do have products that a layman and somebody that has no money still have access to, can still use. That's why our CEO told us the other day in a Madi show that 5 billion people, you like it or not, like my brother Collins always said, you use on passive. You use it. So I, for one, I'm confused. I don't even know what. But let me not talk about the free products. Let me talk about one that I know company they will rush. OTECH. Let me go to companies, because companies are spending a lot of money with all different applications that they are buying to the human resource department. Pay licenses is not even unlimited. But now they'll have everything that will comes to be one. It's unlimited, it's affordable, no licenses. So everybody's going to go there. It's going to increase their budget, companies' revenue, because they've seen that money that they were buying all other applications, 4, 5, 6 applications, now that money has dropped down more than, or maybe about 500,000 or 300,000. That money is enough to give an increment for at least one cent or $1, or give bonus $300 or $500 to each and every employee in the company. And that is also going to help now that the world economy is in recession. Like our CEO said, that unpassive is going to take the world out of this recession. Staff is one of those products that is going to take us out of the recession. Connect is also that product. Look at Zoom. 150 people, you pay this amount. 300 people, you pay this amount. Unpassive is coming to be the game changer, the best and the best of the products with AI in it. Dual screen sharing, multilingual languages, with a good dashboard, speech to text. Tell me who will not come get it. These are products that are in the market now, and those companies, they suck blood out of companies because they are using those products. But unpassive is going to come to be the game changer that is going to put excess money now into the pocket, because our price is going to be affordable and it's unlimited and there's no licenses. So we can talk about these products and again, all our products are fine. They are in good shape. We are above market value, that the whole world will be testing to get our products. And any business that you do, that you touch a layman, a common man in the world of today, that is the game changer. People will have Omail for free. People will have access to ONET. People have Opal. They've touched the layman, somebody that has nothing. They can still afford any of those products. Thank you, Auntie Lynn.
Thank you, Oliver. I think we answered that question quite well. Um, I think that we have a question pertaining to O staff. And I know, Oliver, you gave a short description of the strengths of O staff. So this person probably got excited by your presentation. And Manoj Jacob in India is saying he wants to know the function of CCTV in O staff. Could you just answer that quickly, Oliver? The function of CCTV.
Yeah, CCTV is the camera. Like you have your house, you have, for security reasons, you put camera around your house to make sure to know who the people that are coming into your house. It can record also. So that is how CCTV is also have CCTV that is embedded into all staff. And that CCTV will know when you want to come into the building, when you come into your office, you don't need to clock in or clock out anymore. CCTV will just capture you and it goes straight to HR, and they know that you're already in the building. It's also another function also that I'm suspecting that is going to be there where you turn on your laptop. It knows that 8 a.m., like those of us that work from home, it knows that you've already clocked in. So that is the function of CCTV. Some of them at least. Thank you.
Thank you. Good, quick, and clear answer. We have a question from Victor Aninye in Nigeria. And he's saying, thanks a lot for the webinar. When we launch and we are supposed to pay for some products, for example, OConnect, is the database one of the products we can pay for? In short, is the database a product? Thank you.
I'll answer that. Data center is a product, but database is not a product. Database is just a house that hold all your information. So what is a database? I want to bring it back, like from, I know Vincent is not here, but I'll take it and Vincent will add more. So a database is like a book. Remember the day we used to write all our stuff on a book, like a checkbook, where you have the tables and columns and rows. Now the automation said, no, it's difficult to hold. A data is your personal information. For instance, your date of birth, your first name, your last name, your house address, all the information about you. They used to write it in a book and keep it on a shelf. And now the shelf become bigger and bigger and larger. They can't hold it again because it's difficult to keep information like that. They said, you know what, let us automate it. Let us build a system that can hold this information. Then they create a system called database. Data is your personal information, and then the base is where that information is being kept. Rows and columns, the same like the book, but it's all computerized. Now that database is being hosted where? In a server, because when it goes larger and larger, first it used to be on your laptop. Now they said their laptop contained a little bit of server, a program that you can keep it, that information there. So when you go and search for it, you are looking for whoever information is, maybe your school, your head teachers, or what, you can see them. Search something online, you can see them. Now it is on that database. Now the database is roll column. You know, they split it down because of these hackers. So they try to split it that, okay, all the address of your street will be on a particular table, or say a schema. They call it schema or table. Then they can say, okay, let's split your date of birth, put it on another table, split this, put it on another table, and they just keep it there. And you can write a simple, programming language to retrieve that information. So all those information now are being stored in a server. Now, multiple server will form what? A data center. What about data center? Data center is just a house that holds a lot of servers. Servers and racks and all the fiber optic cable, internet connectivity, all, because even generators to cool down the system. It's like you have a bakery. Just think about a bakery where they bake bread and it's too hot. You need generator to keep it cool. So it's a lot of servers, in that particular room. They call it data center because that's where it is. So the data is not a product. Database is not a product. It's just a system to hold it. But do we sell database? No. We keep your information in a database, and that database must be stored in a server. The server is in in a data center. So that's what I want to explain. Data center is a product. It's one of our physical products where company can say, we have our employee information. We want to pay on passive to store our data in their data center. So they will give us every information and we can say, okay, we have a server, we can put it there, and then we store it in our data center so that they can retrieve it anytime they want. I don't know if that answers your question.
Thank you. If you have further questions about the response that you got, simply place it again into the Q&A. So next we go on to Joao, Joao Sordo from Portugal. He's asking about the website. You know how our website changes on a weekly basis and eventually it will be changing on a daily basis. So he's saying that will will our website have a pop-up window like that is on OFounders, which will teach future customers what it's all about, so they don't think that OnPassive is a scam, but will realize that it is a fantastic technological update. So I guess he's saying OFounders has those pop-ups that come up when we go to the back office, and will OnPassive.com have something similar to that to educate people as they come into the website?
I'll answer that question, Lynn. Now, I don't know whether there's going to be a pop-up or not, but I'm sure there's going to be videos that are going to be explaining OnPassive in general. I know that for a fact. Also, we have to remember that as far as the scam is concerned, the whole world's going to know who we are. We're going to be a household name, just like Apple. You know, I'm not comparing ourselves with anyone, but we're going to be the hunted. In other words, we're not going to be looking for people. People are going to be coming to us. So if they're coming to us, then obviously there is no room for scam there. You see what I'm saying? It's a complete legitimate company. People know us as a household name. So you have to think bigger than see. A question like that comes from a scarcity mindset dealing with multi-level marketing companies. You see what I'm saying? This is nothing like that. This is humongous. Like I said, we're going to be the hunted, and we're going to be a household name. When you're a household name, there is no scam. There can't be any scam. There's no room for scam. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully that answers the question. Maybe my brothers will.
Let me put something there, Tony. You just said it all. You know, those who are still thinking about OnPassive as a scam, they are not choosing to be part of OnPassive. As I always say, my brother Oliver always quote me, if you are not in OnPassive as a founder or reseller, you will be a customer. I bet you. Mark this word I'm telling you. My name is Collins Manna, and I will assure you, write it down today's date. You will use it. When you use Google, you don't think about Google as a scam. You use Apple phone. Wherever you are, you go and buy. You don't think it as a scam. You use TikTok. Did you know when TikTok started? Today, we are all dying for TikTok. Maybe those who are there as founders, they say, don't say this because they are all scared. People will think that today we are dying for TikTok. I use it. We don't think it's a scam. Let me tell you today, I will show you, OnPassive is an IT technology company. They don't need founder to be successful. Mr. Ash Mufara don't need us. Let me tell you this. Microsoft, Bill Gates built the company with his family. They call it the Bill Gates Empire. They never look for founders. They are one of the richest family on planet Earth. We are using Microsoft package. We never check if it's a scam. They go through their ups and downs. Mr. Ash Mufara, because of his own good heart, built this company for complete strangers with $97. $97 is a peanut as compared to this. It's just a giveaway. It's just like there's no way Mr. Ash would have said, take it for free. But he said, come in to show that you are serious. And $97 is a token. It's just a name. As Tony said, 95% of those who are struggling, only 3% are successful, both online. I want to talk about online, putting about online as this IT company. Everything is online. Let me tell you, Amazon is online. There is nothing offline again. You know, every product you build is web application. What is web application? It's online application. You must host it somewhere for everybody to have this a visual, contact with you. All high street store, they're all online. I will give you an example. I think Vincent will quote me this. When most company high street store in United Kingdom, they decided to go online. John Lewis was the first shop to go online. He said, no, I cannot wait on my high street. Debenhams, a shop that has been for 200 years, refused to go online. Now, there's no more Debenhams. Crumble after COVID. Because they have to have presence. People are tired of going every day to shop. They sit in their house and command, even food. People buy food from their house and they can go to the grocery shop online. So let us wipe that online mentality from our brain. Everything is online now. Everything is online. OnPassive is building a platform where companies will come and participate through their marketplace called O-Commerce. You will see John Lewis in O-Commerce. You will see Nike in O-Commerce. You will see big companies like Volvo in OMAT. OMAT is where they sell most of the physical products, and O-Commerce is online products like shoes, clothes. You will buy the way you go to Amazon. So please, OnPassive is a global IT company driven by artificial intelligence, and they will build this for people to come and participate. So those who are still thinking negative about OnPassive, you are on your right page. You know, maybe there is something really wrong with you. There is no IT company. My brothers here, they are all working with all IT companies. If you said IT is OnPassive is a scam, it means you are telling my own company that we are scam, because we build solution for major companies out there. We don't use them. I build solution I've never used. So this one, Vincent, the right database, he has never ever used. We build it and provide it for them, and we make money. The company pay us for that, you know. So please, OnPassive is there. You are in a good shape. And those who are still doubting, they'll wake up tomorrow and tears will be in front of their eyes. But there is no way, because the founding position is all gone. So I just want to say that. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Also, just to add, Lynn, just a little bit to that, if you don't mind, I'll make it quick. Yeah. You know, like this scam thing, I don't know why people even think of that seriously when it comes to a company like this. I mean, this is a huge organization. You know, why, if it was a scam, why would our CEO expose himself? You know, he's always scams. I've been involved with scams. We've been involved with scams, a lot of us in the past. Okay. I've been involved with a lot of them over the years. Okay. Usually when you have a scam, you do not see the person that created the platform on screen. They're always behind the scenes. They're always hiding. You never see the actual people that create the platforms. Okay. Now you've got Ash Mafara, who's exposing himself and his family on screen. Okay. Now, if it was a scam, you'd have to be the dumbest person on the planet. Okay. It's obviously, you know, and you just have to sit down and think about that. And like Oliver said, I mean, this is an this is a gigantic IT company, you know, to even think of it being a scam. It's just like Oliver said, you're not engaged. You need to be engaged, and you need to get your team members engaged as well. And once you get engaged, you start becoming inspired, and then you can't sleep like the rest of us here. Thank you. Back to you, Lynn. Thanks.
Thanks, Tony. And you know, Joe Ao, I have seen him in various webinars. He's very active and committed. So I think the question was regarding people who would think OnPassive is a scam. I know personally he doesn't even remotely think OnPassive is a scam. He's an excited and committed founder. So thank you so much, Joe Ao, for your question. All right, now we go on to David Switzer. David Switzer is a founder as well, very active and engaged. And he asked, why can't Ash, meaning Ash Mufara, why can't Ash Mufara have a software program with security inside? With security inside OnPassive and outside OnPassive to protect us all the time. So I'd like to get a response from one of you to answer that. And Vincent, be sure to look at the chat, the OTECH Pros chat again. Thank you. Who wants to take that? So in other words, he wants, why can't Ash have software to protect everything? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so when they're talking about security outside OnPassive, it's difficult because you cannot be police outside OnPassive. Remember, everything OnPassive though comes with law, legality. You know, you cannot go out of your own realm of software development. We have our own trouble to carry. Mr. Ash Mufara has his own trouble to carry. It's enough for him. He cannot go and say, oh, I want to police Google. I want to police. Because when you talk about outside unpassive, you're talking about policing other technology company. They have their own security. They should deal with their own worries. You know, you cannot go to every company because out of unpassive, you are also using other technologies. They are all web application, online application. So we have to take care of ourselves. The moment you come in, you are secured. The moment you are out there, the other company should take care of you because you are using their products. They should take care. They should look after you. And when you fall a victim, you know, they have to fall. It's just like spying on company. I'll give this example. For instance, when you talk about mailing system, you send an email, it's moving from one system to the other. For instance, from Omail to Yahoo Mail, Yahoo Mail to Gmail. You take care of your own security within Omail, or Yahoo. Say Yahoo will take care of his own security within Yahoo. But when there is the transition between that mail to Gmail, because the other person is using Gmail, Gmail should take care of their own security. It's just end-to-end encryption. So they encrypt and they plug it through APIs, Oliver said, application programming interface. And when it gets there, they have to take care of their own security. So they make sure you are secured and they are secured. But you cannot tell me to go to Tony's house and tell Tony how Tony will behave. I've already crossed my boundary. That's what I want to bring out. I cannot go to Oliver's house and tell Oliver how Oliver has to behave. That would be illegal for me, and I can face lawsuit. So I take care of my own house, and Tony will take care of his own house. Oliver, and you know, it's more of legal thing. A lot of founders don't understand this. You cannot police the whole world. So I'll leave it there, bro. Oliver or Tony, anybody want to chime in?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch a little bit on that, Collins. Very well stated. Yeah, absolutely. We also have a VPN product as well that is also secure, that will secure us in many different ways. But the thing is, when it comes to outside security, you have to remember, how can we secure something, for example, if you can't log into your bank account, your regular bank account? That has nothing to do with OnPassive. Absolutely nothing to do with OnPassive. When it comes to security, we can only look after, like Colin said, within our own platform. Within our own platform. That's the only security we can give you. Now, the VPN we can give you, you can use that towards different things. But when it comes to security, we can only secure what we have. When Ash says no one will be left behind, he's not talking about people that can't log into their bank accounts, like I just said. He's talking about problems or issues that happen within our platform. Okay, that's what he's talking about when he says that. So we have to remember that. Thank you so much. Back to you, Oliver. Thanks.
Yeah, let me thank you, Tony, for that. And Collins, you know, you nail it. When, like they said, security is within our own platform, and within OnPassive is secured. Like we just said, our database is secured 100%. And that's why for the past week, we also went on and talked about phishing. Because when they phish you, it's not OnPassive. You are out. It's your home network. It's your cell phone. It's not OnPassive. But so long as you have OVirtual or you have OPAL, you are secured. If you are within, you use any of OnPassive products, you are secured. It's like you go to the bank. The bank, they have to secure your data, your bank information, your finances. The bank, they have to secure it. Not OnPassive to go and secure it. No. So like Tony and Connie just talked, all companies, they need to secure their network. Security is something that everybody, even you, your house network has to be secured, because you don't trust anybody. That's why we say in security, you trust, but you verify. So you verify whatever, when it comes to security and when it comes to network, make sure you are sure whatever thing where you are going with your data. Wherever you want to take your data to, or you go to the bank, or you go to any grocery store. Like Vincent said the other day here, that key, if you go to that website, that key, if you don't see that key on that link, then know that, or you don't see HTTPS, that S means security, then know that you are in a danger zone. So long as you are away from OnPassive environment, you are on your own. OnPassive cannot police the whole world. No. OnPassive will police their customers and you are also a customer as a founder, they will secure you. But so long as you are in your own house, you are using your own cell phone, no, your provider in the US, we have T-Mobile, we have Verizon, your provider will secure your network. In your house, you will secure your network in your house, not on passive. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's pretty clear. And I want to maybe have Joao, he asked the question, the gentleman in Portugal, and we answered it about people thinking it's a scam. And he just wants to make sure that everybody knows that he is not questioning OnPassive, that he doesn't think OnPassive is a scam. As I said earlier, we know he's he's a believer, he's in support of OnPassive. And he says he's concerned that future customers will see it as a scam because the site changes every day. So maybe I think he would need some clarification from you, OTECH pros, that the websites are just the look of the website changes. It's the templates that change, but in essence, it's still the same website. Could you clarify that for him? I think he would be comforted if he understood that. Go ahead, Collins.
All right. So I will talk about dynamic change of website, and then my brother Tech will add it. It is for marketing purpose. If your website is not appealing to the customers, nobody will come in. That is the OnPassive unique selling point. It has never ever happened before. Most company, even the company I've worked for before, they do color coding, color change. So you can go in, you log in 1 hour. The moment you log out, you log in, you see different color, but the website is still the same. But what Mr. Ash Mofara has done with the tech team is to give you brand new website every day. Remember, we are founders. Resellers will come in, right? Where would they want to buy? If your website is shabby, because sometimes I can look at a website, I don't even care if it's you or Tony. I say, no, I don't like this. People, I will say something. We did something in research before. They put water. It was beer in different bottles, right? They removed all the labels of the beer. And they said, we want you to test if this is Stella, this is whatever, they have all the same color. Nobody can even identify, even the taste, because sometimes it's our brain, because we know it's Stella. If they remove all that core, they put all those beer, you cannot even differentiate the taste of the beer or wine. Just wine. Maybe there are wine testers that can tell you, but it is difficult for someone who is not a drinker to identify the difference. And majority of people, they are not really into drinks. Even food is the same. Taste can be different. Now, what Mr. Ash Mofara is doing with the website is for marketing purpose. When you come today, you see a new website. My goodness, this is nice. Let me take a look at this product. It's for look and feel. And it will be mad. I know the person who asked the question, it's a good question anyway. But remember, if Mr. Ash Mofara wanted to disappear, founder position is already gone. He would have disappeared a long time ago. I've already made the money I want and disappear with it, because there is no more founder. But this man is still putting hundreds of millions, opening new sites and everything for founders. He is just really engaged to deliver this monster of a kind called OnPassive. Website is just for marketing. And he can decide to say, I want my website. I want every new website for 1.4 million founders to change every hour. It's nothing to do. I've been in a company who build website is changing dynamically, only the color coding. The moment you log in, and you can decide and say, okay, I want to see, like Tony Monk said, I'm a nurse. Tony Monk can say, I'm a market, I don't want the website. He can physically go and say, I want it to be stable, no change. And it will stay like that. You can choose what you want. But Mr. Ashbra is doing it for marketing, so that it will drive more traffic, more customers to come in. The better the website, the better the customers. They look at it and say, my goodness, let me take a look. It's appealing. So website doesn't have anything to do, as long as the site doesn't crash, and you can go there and see OnPassive, and the website, who will not love it? See a website changing and coming with more beautiful, appealing site. That's for marketing purpose. It has nothing to do with, it's even better to even change every day the way we want it, the way Mr. Ash Mofara wants it. It's a good strategy. So I'll leave it there. Thank you.
I just want to add to that, Lynn, if you don't mind. Yeah, no, Collins, you hit the nail right on the head. Absolutely. It's for marketing purposes only. Redundancy is a bit much as well. Can you imagine 1.4 million people having the same website every day out on the internet? It would be completely just saturated, it'd be boring. People would be bored at looking at the thing. But it has nothing to do with the website. Okay, it has to do with above market value of the products that we have. Okay, once they come in and they come in for the free products and they start to see the over market value of the other products, oh my God, it's the products that we need to focus on, not the website. The websites are beautiful, but the websites don't really mean much. It's just a marketing platform. That's all it is. But again, the value of the products is what we should be focusing on. When people start looking at the products, these products, remember, there's 5 billion people using these products already, but they're using ours are more superior. They're less, and they're under one platform. They're a heck of a lot better than anything out there. Once they see that, then they're not really going to be paying attention to the website. You see what I'm saying? So it's a good idea to have a different website every now and again. Otherwise, it becomes redundant, like I said. Yeah. So back to you, Len. Thanks.
Oliver, go ahead.
Yeah. Let me also add my voice on this. The the changing of the website, the dynamic changing of the website on a daily basis. Mr. Ash Mufara is branding us, the founders. We, the founders. It's a good thing for you, each and every one of us, the founders, that instead of branding the company, Mr. Ash Mufara is branding the founders. And as he's branding you, that is how more customers or traffic is coming to your domain. Today they will see this website, tomorrow is a different website, and that is how it's going to attract them to your website and to your domain, that they will start now to say, okay, I have this website, I saw this today, tomorrow I'm going to see there's something else. I saw this yesterday, today I'm going to see there's something. They are branding us instead of branding the company. We are the beneficiary of the dynamic changes of the website, so we should be happy. And those websites are secured with SSL. They are secured. So we are fine in all levels. Whatever thing Mr. Ash Mufara is doing is for our good, not even for the company. Not even for the company. It's for we, the founders, our good. I can understand my brother that just asked that question. He just wants to know more, and it's a good question. And thank you that you want to learn and to understand how your business is going to work, how secure you're going to be. It's an IT technology company that the website will be changing dynamically, and it's you that the company is branding. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification, OTECH Pros, and we appreciate you. I want to also recognize Manoj Jacob, because he says, thank you, Oliver, for clarifying the function of CCTV. I appreciate it, brother. So evidently, he gets it now. Thank you so much. And we have Victor Anyinye from Nigeria, who says, thank you for the answer. I did appreciate your explanations on data center as against database. It is quite clear. Best regards. So thank you for that feedback. So we know we're on the right track and that we are answering your questions. We appreciate you. Now we go on to Engineer Shushanta Biswas in Bangladesh. Engineer Shushanta says, OnPassive will shake up the internet world, no doubt about that. But my question is OFounders.net a product? If it is a product, how will OFounders.net generate revenue?
I guess I can answer that question. OFounders.net is a product for the founders only. It's closed to the public completely. It's been completely closed. It's only for us, the founding members. Now, when we move over to the next website, which is going to be onpassive.com, OFounders.net will be just an icon for the founders. We'll be able to log into OFounders.net within the platform of onpassive.com. Okay, I hope that answers the question. Thanks.
Thank you very much. We go on to a question that I see in the YouTube channel chat. So we do have participation on YouTube as well. And this is coming from Gabriel S. Moore. He says about e-commerce and arbitrage, which is selling other brands' products. Can sellers who do not have a trademark sell their product on O-commerce or on O-mart? Thank you for all. I am learning a lot. And he has a I love you emoji there. Thank you for your question, Gabriel.
Yeah, I can take that. You know, it would depend on the company policy, right? Because Mr. Ash Mofara and the tech team and those who are involved in the technical room, the marketers, one, they said before you put it there, you must be comply, because they will not take any company that is fake and put it in O-commerce and O-mart. If not, lawsuit is waiting for Mr. Ash Mofara. So the first thing is, are you on the right track? Are you comply? Is it legitimate business you are running? And from that, Mr. Armstrong can tell you what is, all the rules and regulation, and what are the steps for the company to accept you to advertise or put your business into O-mart or O-commerce. I think that's the short answers. With the brand or not brand name, we don't know, because branding is different.
Thank you. Next question from Frank Amponsa in the United States. He says, I'm intrigued about the language translation ability or function of OConnect. Could you please elaborate on that functionality? Thanks.
Language
Talking about
translation. Okay,
the auto language translation, yes.
Yeah, the auto language translation for OConnect. They are talking about multilingual translation. The way things work is technology. Is technology. And when you look at the way the auto language is involved a lot of coding, AI, and which we will not go to that. We cannot talk about the technical architecture behind what is happening in Hyderabad. But the only thing we know is the software or the program or the application can translate to real-time translation. So for instance, if I'm speaking in English and someone sitting in Japan, and the person want to listen, like you say, you are doing video conferencing, the person will just pick it. The system will pick the country, look at the country and say, oh, this is Japanese. So the person will do what? The person will the system will easily translate it to Japanese, and the person can listen. But if the person is a native English speaker and doesn't understand Japanese, because maybe the person can be on holiday, the person can physically select the language and say, this is the language that I'm versed with, and then listen to that. So it's both ways. It's both ways. It's automated based on the real time, the language of that particular country. For instance, a lot of people think like, okay, Ghana is it, but we know Ghana is an English country. We just say, okay, Ghana is an English country. Everything will be in English. Cameroon is bilingual, French and English. Okay, where you are, geolocation, they pick it and they said, okay, this location is French. They'll put it in French. And if you think you are an English speaker, you cannot really understand French, what we'll do is you'll physically select it. But all those things, they are coded with AI, which is really, really difficult to do, honestly, but easy to use. And that's the only answer I can give to that.
All righty. Thank you. Let's go on to Nasir Ibrahim of Nigeria. He says, thanks to all our ProTech. Please, because of unemployment, can I employ people to work on my OnPassive platform to market as retailers without me having to access my back office? And I will be able to monitor their performance. So he's asking if he can, I guess, hire people to handle his OnPassive business for him. Is anybody responding?
I don't
You're
understand.
muted. Muty's Colin's muted, but it was talking.
Oliver, we can't hear you.
Okay, I wanted to get the question because the question is a little bit complicated. That's why
Oh, I think I'm going to paraphrase him. What he's saying is that, there's a lot of unemployment and he's in Nigeria. So he wants people to run his business. So he's going to hire people to take care of his unpassive business so that he doesn't have to go into the back office and he'll just monitor his employees' performance in running his business.
Collins, you want to go or you want me to start?
You guys, I didn't get I was writing. You
Okay,
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Why do you want people to run your business when you have your back office? That you just the unpassive is automated business. Everything is done for you. So you go to your back office, you see everything. All what you need to do is to transfer from your wallet to your bank account. But it doesn't mean that you know more about your business. You also have that responsibility to know your business. For you to that, you want other people to manage your business to you. For me, I don't think it's the right thing because everything's automated. And if you say you want to have old shop, or you want to have some physical products when the time comes to sell and manage it, okay, yes. But I don't see any reason why you have to tell people to manage your business, except you have multiple accounts that you cannot handle. Yes, you can hire some PA or personal assistants to help you on that. But if you have your one account or two accounts, why should you? I don't see any reason why you go and bring somebody to manage. You have one account or two accounts, even 50 accounts, you can manage it by yourself by going to your back office, because then you will not be working. So what will you be doing? Just sleep and eat and not even know what your business is all about? No. Please, no, take that responsibility. I'll advise all our founders to take that responsibility to know their business, know the products, know how everything works. Go to your back office, start playing with it now. Play with the back office, play around with some of whatever thing is there on your back office, play with it. When the wallet will come out, play with it, because the company will take all the heavy lifting, as the CEO always say, that will take all the heavy lifting. So you have that responsibility to manage it because it's automated. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think from Nasir's point of view, maybe it's related to his prior experience with business. And in those typical businesses, you would hire people to run your business because there's so much work to be done. But in On Passive, we're unique where everything is done for you through automation and AI. So I think his question probably relates to his personal experience, and it was a good question, actually. I'm sure other people have a similar question. So thank you so much, Nasir. We appreciate that question. Victor Anyenye, Nigeria, says the prior question, he said, the past question that was asked today, he said, maybe that person, I think he's referring to David Switzer, maybe David meant OnPassive should have an antivirus product like Avast, which is very good and better than other antivirus products because our IT guys are great. So that was just his opinion. Thank you for that. Okay, we go now to Niraj Dalvi in India. He says, when our website changes every day, does it have a better chance of ranking in Google? Thought that's an interesting question, Niraj.
That's a good question.
The websites, every website has search engine optimization embedded within it. If it's a different website on a consistent basis, the better chances of SEO, search engine optimization, to move up to these search engines. So the answer to that question is yes. Because the website is changing on a consistent basis, your chances of you getting up to the search engines, SEO for short, is much greater. Yeah. So I hope that answers the question. Thanks, Lynn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just to add to that, a lot of people think Google is the only search engine. There's a lot. Even TikTok is a search engine. A lot of people don't even know. Yeah. There's a lot of search engines. So the moment, like Tony said, you have that ranking anywhere you go within the search engine. Firefox is a search engine. People don't know. Internet Explorer search engine, they don't know. The moment they rank you, wherever you go using any of those search engine, maybe Safari, you will see yourself above. But the website, no, it is the number of search that people go to that site. So what the website is doing is making it appealing, like Tony said. It's a marketing strategy. People look at it, they go and they click. The moment they click on it, it pushes you up to the search engine. It optimizes you and puts you right there at that highest point where everywhere you go, you will see unpassive, unpassive, unpassive.
So let me emphasize this a little bit more for Niraj. It's a great question. Within the website, when I talk about search engine optimization, what I mean by that, there's going to be a lot of keywords. For example, keywords for all staff, human resources platform, or keywords for all Connect, which is a Zoom product. All these keywords are going to be embedded into our websites. So when people, for example, the example I used earlier, for people that are looking for a human resources platform on a monthly basis, 1.9 billion people are looking for that, looking for those for a human resources platform. That will be embedded within our website. So when people click on that, regardless which search engine they use, all of a sudden our website shows up on that search engine. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that explains it a little bit better. Thank you.
Fantastic, Tony.
Thank you so much. And Niraj, you can make a comment in the Q&A. Let us know if we did answer your question or if you want further information. Okay, now we go back to Nasir Ibrahim in Nigeria. So he's clarifying his questions. He says, I just want people to work as a retailer with them without them having access to my back office. So I believe what he's talking about is having resellers. So maybe we could clarify to him how it works when you have resellers that are under you.
I'll answer that question, then my brothers can come in and emphasize it a little bit. When we go into activation mode, when we activate our accounts as founders, we're all going to be customers to begin with. Everyone that's going to be coming in are also going to be customers, okay, to the products. They can come in either for free or they can come in paying for whatever product or whatever package deal there is at that time. When they come in the back office, there's going to be a little button there that's going to say, would you like to become a reseller of these products? So once they click that reseller position, that little click, all of a sudden the company creates the automated system and goes to work for that reseller and starts to sell the products. Same kind of thing as a reseller. I'm sorry, as a founder. All founders, once we activate, are going to be customers. Everyone coming in are going to be customers. Okay, we have to click a button to be resellers. Okay, in the back office, once we log into the back office and everything is activated. That's how they become resellers. Okay, and then the system eventually goes to work for them, and it's a plug and play system, which means it's an automated system that's working behind the scenes, selling the products of OnPassive under that person's domain name once they search for a domain name that happens to be available. I hope that answers the question, and thanks.
Thank you. And again, when we do give you an answer, if you need further information or clarity, just post it in the Q&A section. We have a question from Sampat Patel, and as you know, Mr. Mufara had some words of wisdom for us, and he wanted some clarification, and I think it may be a language challenge. When Mr. Mufara said we are steps away from owning the internet, Sampat is asking that was he saying that OnPassive will bring internet or internet products? So I think he is referring to that phrase where Mr. Mufara says we are steps away from owning the internet. So could one of you go ahead and provide clarification for Sampat?
Yeah, I can start off with that, and then my brothers can come in. Remember, Ash says we're going to be the hunted. Once we're the hunted, we own the internet. Okay, we become our own universe pretty much. And that's what I wanted to say in very short, very short here. But maybe my brothers have something else to say regarding that. Thank you.
It's an
Let me
idiom.
come in.
I think it's an idiom. You know, own the internet is a English idiom. We don't
Yeah,
mean we are buying the internet. We're not
No, no,
owning
no,
the internet
no, no.
per
correct.
se. So could you
Yeah.
clarify that?
Yeah.
So that's why I want to come in. You know, when they say owning the internet, it's not like taking everything, like buying the whole, as Lynn said, and Tony have just said. It's like our product will shake up the internet. Everybody, 5.5 billion customers that will who are there searching for what they want, they will see a reason, have a reason to come into OnPassive. You know, we will just be in front of them, you know, just like someone is not like a bug, but it is just there telling you how good OnPassive is. Just think about yourself when you go on the internet. You want to search for something and you see a lot of things come up. And how many times do you go to the page and say, let me go scroll down, scroll down? The first three is what you will see. And you click on it, then you say, oh, yeah, this is good. This is what I want. When you go and you're looking for something, maybe Amazon will pop up because they have just put themselves on the search engine where they are really there, and other companies, they are right there. And that's what they want to see. When somebody is talking about owning the internet, it means OnPassive will be in front of you. Everywhere you go, you will see OnPassive. That's what it means by owning the internet space. It's not like buying internet. No, it's like you will see OnPassive. It will be like a midget in front of you. Anywhere you turn your eye, there is OnPassive. Everywhere you turn, there is OnPassive. That's what it means by owning the internet space. It's just in front of you.
Thank you. I think that should be clear, Sampat. Hopefully that is. Give us feedback on our response. Again, I think it was just a language translation issue. Uh, thank you so much. Joao from Portugal, he says, I appreciate the clarification. Thank you, Lynn, and all the OTEC pros and Tony Monk for the great job. Thank you for that acknowledgement, Joao. We have a question from engineer Shushanta Biswas in Bangladesh. He said, could you explain the difference between OShop, OCommerce, and OMart?
Okay, let me come in, and then my brothers they can chime in. So all shop is where you brand your business. You can have a cup you want to brand. It's about branding of your business. That's what we call all shop. You can have anything you want to brand, go to all shop. It will give you the possibility of the type of brand name or whatever you want to do. All mart is for physical products. And then all commerce, they are all digital products. Whatever digitalized you want to sell, you go to all commerce, you will see the physical products, you see in all mart. So these are all the difference. So we have a lot of two marketplace. One is branding, one is physical, and one is digital products.
Thank
And
you.
and I just wanted to say what Collins just said.
All right. Ditto, as we say, ditto. All right. Niraj Dalby says to us, Lynn, both my questions were answered. Thanks, team. All right, you guys, doing great. And Frank Amponsa says, thanks, Collins. All right. And someone asked, how can we create an attractive domain name?
I mean, you can create anything you want. I wouldn't use passive. I would not use OnPassive because you want to brand yourself. You want OnPassive to brand you. Okay, so you don't want OnPassive to brand a name that you come up with OnPassive. That's not a unique branding. Okay, you want to make it unique. For example, my name is Tony Monk. It could be TonyMonk.com or thecashflowmonk.com. So come up with something unique. And if you come up with something unique, the system will tell you whether it's available or not. If it's not available, then they'll choose one for you. Through different domain names you can choose from if it's not available. So that's how you create a unique domain name. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. Anybody else want to chime in on that? All right, let's go on to the next question. Okay, so good question from Joao. He says, are resellers the same thing as affiliates? Like affiliates that are in many of the companies that are now in existence? Good question.
we do not like to use that word because it's, again, Ash is trying to get away from the multi-level marketing mentality. Resellers, yes, affiliates and resellers are pretty much the same thing, but again, you've got to see the bigger picture. Okay, affiliates is more of a multi-level marketing thing, or if you go into like ClickBank, for example, and you use other people's digital products that they created, you're going to be an affiliate for those products, right? Unpassive is much bigger than that, so we're trying to get away from the terminology of this sort of terminology. So we're trying to change our words to something completely different because we are different. We're not the same as any one of them. We're completely different. So we have to change our jargon, our terminology, in other words. Thanks, Lynn.
Let me just
Thank
add to
you.
what Tony said. Tony just said it so beautifully. When you want to look at it, don't look at reduce unpassive to just a mere business. Unpassive is bigger than that. We are talking about a global IT company building physical and digital products. You know, founders, resellers, or you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it stone. But what I want to assure you is it is automated, all done for you. Even if you are a reseller, you don't have to go and share before you make money. The moment you click that button to become a reseller, the company start to go to work for you. That is the difference. I'm not a marketer, but I believe Tony understand what I'm saying. That you click that button to become, the company go to work for you. So you don't have to go and be looking for, because affiliate, they go and look and share, and then they make so much money. Those who are down there, they don't make anything. But the moment you choose to become that, you start to make your money without doing anything. It's hands-free, automated. I think Tony will agree with what I said. So please wipe that from your head, because Mr. Andrew wants to share a lot. You know, even customers will even benefit.
Thank
I
you.
agree
And
100%, Collins.
I have a question from Amal, and it's in line with what you're discussing right now. So let me read his question. M. Sanju from India. What is the real job of a founder after our products launch? Do founders need to market separately? So this is kind of in line with our current discussion. Go ahead.
You can if you want to. There's going to be a lot of marketers that, like myself, Marty, big marketers in the company that are going to be doing separate marketing. But again, like Collins just said, you don't have to. The company is going to do all that for you. It's an automated system. They're going to bring in the traffic. They're going to sell the products under your domain name that you pick. Okay, it's an automated system. It's a plug and play system. But you can, if you want to move a little quicker, you can do self marketing as well, like some of us are going to do. Yeah, absolutely. But again, just so people understand, you don't have to. Okay, because most people are not marketers, right? And they don't like bringing people in. They don't know anything about traffic. So don't worry about it, because the company, that's where the company comes in to do that for you. Remember, this company has also been created for the 98% of people that have been struggling on the internet. What is that struggle? Traffic. Traffic has always been the struggle. The company is looking after that, so don't worry about it. And a lot of us marketers are also going to be using the bonus traffic. There's going to be bonus traffic that we can buy separately to also move our business a little quicker. Okay, so I hope that answers the question. Back to you, Lynn. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. And for us to remember that we're in OnPassive because it's a system, an automated system, and OnPassive guarantees us true freedom. And true freedom is not only financial freedom, but more than that, time freedom. So this is why Tony's saying you can do marketing on your own, but you don't have to. And that'll free you up to really do the things that most matter to you, spending time with family, traveling, doing good work for your community, etc. That is the blessing that OnPassive is giving to the world to uplift humanity. Thank you. Okay, Apostle.
Lynn, before you
Yes,
go,
go
I
ahead.
just want to add one thing. So founders should be really rest assured, because I'm not a marketer. I don't know anything. If you put it, I'll tell you I'm not in OnPassive. The really bad side, which is a good thing in OnPassive, is, for instance, a marketer like Tony and Marty DeGamo, all of those guys, when they work, their effort will come down to me, who is not a marketer. That's the bad side about on-pass, that their effort, I will see reap from their effort. They can market everything. I'll go and sleep, and what will happen? The benefit, they'll not take it alone. They'll give it to me. That's the bad side about on-passing, which other company don't have, which is a good thing that I can sleep and Tony go and push and do whatever marketing strategy, and I will see reap from Tony's effort. And those who are down will see reap from my effort.
I just want to emphasize what Collins just said here, because it's important. It's important to mention this. Collins is 100% right. And Marty's talked about it many times. He says, look, in the past, I've created large teams, huge teams. But the thing is, I benefited more than my teams did. I couldn't bring my teams with me. Well, in this case, in OnPassive, the marketing that I do, the marketing that Marty does, the marketing that a lot of these marketers do, these big marketers, when they start marketing, it's going to trickle down and everyone is going to benefit. Everyone in OnPassive is going to benefit from our separate marketing. I'm not talking about the company's marketing. I'm talking about the separate marketing that we will do. Thank you, Collins. That was fantastic.
And this is why OnPassive can guarantee our success. People, do you know of any other company that can guarantee your success? I know of none. And because of the way our business model has been created, everyone is going to do very well. Even those that don't have a background in marketing, those that may not have a huge budget like some people or some companies have, we're all going to be doing well. We'll flourish in this company. That's what makes OnPassive so special. I want to go over the question and answers. We're about ready to wrap up. We have Apostle Mensa from South Africa who says, you are just a selfless and amazing team. Keep schooling us. Thank you for that, Apostle Mensa. And he says, God bless you. Engineer Shushanta Biswa says, thank you so much, Collins and the total OTECH Pros team for explaining and answering questions so nicely. I appreciate it. Thank you, Engineer Shushanta. Joao says, thanks for the clarification, and I love OnPassive being different. That was great. Couple of final questions. We have Anthony Boateng who says, are there flyers or tracks that contain the explanation of the products of OnPassive for founders as well as sellers to study all the details of the various products? Thank you so much for the good work. So he's asking, are there going to be flyers or tracks that explain the products?
There's going to be videos, step-by-step videos that are going to be explaining the products. That's way better than a PDF form, right? So when you look at a screen, it's going to show you step-by-step what the products are all about, what they do. I mean, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you, Lynn. Thank
you for that. Thongjan Ephraim Muki says, I'm Ephraim Thongjan from Cameroon. OnPassive, as of now, is using Facebook, YouTube, etc. to advertise our business, our OnPassive business. What will be the outcome when OnPassive will be independent? Are we still going to be using the above mentioned websites or platforms, I think he means platforms, to access OnPassive? Thank you.
Yeah, OnPassive is not using Facebook or any social medias. It's individual founding members that are promoting their OnPassive. But OnPassive is not using any of these platforms. You have to remember, we started the marketing campaign in Dubai, okay, on the Burj Khalifa, in these huge platforms that they have, these digital screens, the biggest screen in the world. We're advertising big time. We're not using social platforms or anything like that. We are branding ourselves by first in Dubai, and then we're going to be going to different countries all over the world to brand ourselves. Like I said before, we're going to be a household name, okay? And we're going to be the hunted. People are going to be wanting to join us. We're not going to be looking for people anymore. They're going to want to come and be with us. Just think about that. I mean, that's huge. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. And you know, I think this topic was exciting for people. We had a very active Q&A going on, and on passive is the internet shakeup. Are there any parting words from Oliver, Vincent, Tony, or Collins?
I just wanted to say something quickly, Lynn, and I promised one of the leaders I was going to bring this up on the platform today. When Ash comes on and he does webinars and he talks about times, you know, because I saw a question in the Q&A earlier today about the products are we still going to be selling the products in August or whatever. When Ash talks about these things, he's talking about time frames. He's not giving us specific times. He's talking about time frames. This could possibly happen within this time frame. He's not giving us guarantees. He's giving us time frames. He has absolutely no control when the products go out. Okay, there's other departments that deal with that, and then they say to Ash, okay, Ash, we're ready to go. Okay, then he knows for sure. But at this point, he's just given us time frames. So please just remember that. That's a very important thing to remember. Thank you, Lynn. That's all I have to say. Thanks.
That was valuable information, Tony. Thank you so much. All right, so now we're going to be wrapping up, and we want to make sure we thank those that make this webinar possible. Now, we had Marty DeGarmo open our webinar today, and he live streamed and recorded it. He was very busy and had to leave, but you know, he is here for us all the time. We appreciate his commitment to the OTECH Pros. It is unwavering. He's here every week to open up our webinar. We thank him so much for that support. We also want to thank the attendees here today. Great participation, very, very appropriate. We had some overuse of emojis in the chat, but I believe that is because of the language barrier, because I believe if they really knew, they would not be using the emojis to excess. So we forgive them for that. But if you do see people using emojis to excess and you know that you speak that language, that is their native language, help us out. Put a comment in the chat and say, by the way, and say it in their native language. That would be very, very helpful. But other than that, the chat was beautiful. The Q&A was well used. It was very, very appropriate, and we appreciate it. We're going to be back next week, same time, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Will be a different topic, but we will still be asking for your feedback. We love the interaction, and we value what you have to say. I would like to also remind you about a couple of webinars that are coming up in the next couple of days. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern is the Unpassive Milo Show. It is posted in the back office. Now, if you go to the back office, you're going to notice that the hyperlinks are no longer working. In other words, in the past, when we posted webinar links, you could just click on them and they would take you to where you want to go. But at this point, that function is not available currently. This company is in a transition. Things are going to get better. So when you see posts in the back office with a link, you can copy it. You copy and paste it, take it out of the website, and then you can open up the webinar link. Okay, so don't give up. Or you can also just type the webinar ID manually into zoom.com. So there's a couple of ways to do it, but don't give up. We still want you to be attending these webinars. Don't let the lack of a hyperlink prevent you from participating. Also at midnight on Sunday, Eastern Time, we have the Papua New Guinea webinar, and our OTECH pros are going to present this topic on passive, the internet shakeup. So we welcome you to attend. That is a public webinar. We have a great support from the international community. And so come on and enjoy that webinar. And on Sunday afternoon, we have the Heroes public webinar, which is at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We have OTECH pros as, as resources there. We also have Andy Burks, who talks about the sales perspective. Excuse me. We have Tony Monk and Andy, who are going to give us updates about the company on Sunday. And we will also have questions asked by our moderators of the leaders. So we hope that you will attend. It provides valuable content that we want all of you to benefit from. So please, please do attend. And again, the webinar links and information will be posted in the back office as well as on social media. So please keep engaged, keep plugged in. Things are happening. We expect that we're going to hear from Mr. Mufara next week, probably on Tuesday. So keep your eyes open, stay plugged in, go to the back office. We want everyone to start depending on the back office rather than social media groups for information about the company. This is what Ash Mufara wants. So please get in the habit of going to your back office daily if you can, couple times a day if you can. If you can't do daily, a couple times a week, but stay engaged because things are happening. And this is why you see so much excitement amidst our OTECH pros today. You heard the fervor, you heard the inspirational messages they had and the excitement. And we want you to be excited along with us. So thank you again for participating, and we will see you next Saturday at the same time. Thank you for your patronage and attendance and participation on behalf of the OTECH pros and our supporters, Tony Monk in particular. Thank you again. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.